What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's get into it. Ice Cube walks away. Just gets up and walks away from a multi-million-dollar deal. Him and Jack Black had agreed to do this movie. His cut was like 9 million plus on the table. A comedy movie called Oh Hell No. And he walks away from the deal. Weirdest thing I have seen in movie making history. Somebody just up and walk away from that kind of money. Not to say Cube don't have that kind of money, but I'm just saying. And then they were like, well, what made him do it? This don't make any sense. Why would Cube get up and walk away when there's so much money out there? It doesn't make any sense. Well, unless you're Ice Cube, then it'll make a lot of sense to you if you have certain prides that's attached to the situation. Now you might be saying, what kind of pride is that? Is it foolish pride? Is it righteous pride? What kind of pride are we talking about? Just so I can know. Just list the pride for me. What kind of pride are we talking about? And they say, well, this is a type of pride that's about health. He doesn't feel comfortable. Not taking that shot doesn't make him feel like himself. He don't want to get the shot. He don't feel there's enough information. So he's willing to walk away from a multi-million-dollar project. And it's quite interesting to see somebody just up and leave a project like that. I gotta admit, I've never really seen anything like it to be this far along, because they started in June saying that, this is finna go down. They going to Hawaii and they finna get to shooting in Hawaii. But from what I was told is that they made changes. Now, Hawaii doesn't have a mandate. From what I've been told, Kyoto Sakari, who did the Netflix movie Bad Trip, he had that breakout film. He was directing the movie. And everybody was like, okay, this is going to be a no-brainer. But on Cube's side, it was like, this wasn't a problem until it was time to... Now, Cube is cool with wearing a mask. But when it became time to actually do the film, that's when they started to notice the problems. That's when they started to notice the changes. And now it's a mandatory to order the film. You got to get the ooh-wee. And he was, oh, hell no, I don't. And yeah, it was his choice, his decision. He said no way, and that was it. The more they try to implement or force people to do something, Black people is some people that you gotta understand. Our whole generation in life has been things forced upon us. We don't do well with people forced. We haven't done well with force. Now, granted, there's been a lot of changes that has transpired in the last 24 hours. In the last 24 hours, there have been a lot of people talking about that this rule is unfair. It's not something that everybody is on board with. And people need to basically understand that this is not where everyone wants to be. In other words, like this isn't it. So, hold on one sec. Like, people don't like to be told what to do, one. And damn sure don't like nobody telling them what to do with their body. And with all these changes and provisions, they're trying to make new laws every day to force you to get it. I mean, people have walked out of jobs because of this. So, for Ice Cube, it went along with the title, Oh Hell No. I'ma quit. Because you ain't gonna tell me what I can and cannot do. I'ma be good. Forget that money. You ain't gonna make these changes like this. Now, I've seen a lot of different I've seen a lot of different transitions happen in my lifetime. I've seen a lot of people transition things over to make it better for themselves. Like people say, man, I want to get this done because this is better for my family or whatever you want to do. That's fine. That's cool. But Ice Cube got millions of dollars. See, his bag is secure. So he could walk away from that kind of money. Other people cannot afford to. So they're put in a catch-22 where they have to. When something was voluntarily the option and now it's not anymore, it gotta make you question and wonder about the system or how everything is going. Like, okay, now I want to ask questions because now it's not making sense anymore. Why come it was all we needed was this, and then now they moved the bar and moved the needle further? It was, oh, we only need this much percent. Now it's everybody got to get it. It's like, well, wait a minute. What happened to we only need this much percent? Then it went to, well, once we get it, we won't need a mask. Well, that's gone. We're still wearing masks. So I don't think anyone really knows anything. They're just figuring it out as they go along. Because when something happened of that magnitude, people don't realize how much of an impact that was to the entire world. It was shut down. Like you couldn't go anywhere. Do you know how devastating that was to the world? You couldn't go anywhere. I mean, it wasn't nothing open but a gas station and a CVS drive through. It was quiet on the streets. Nothing was open. Everybody's lives changed. My life changed. Everybody's routine was altered. So whatever you was used to doing, it was changed. And once your routine is changed, you can't go back to your old routine. That takes time. Or you might not go back to that at all. You're comfortable with this new routine. And that's what's happening now. People are readjusted themselves to society a little bit, but the majority, they're still stuck in this post pandemic. Like, this is what I do now. I come home, I go out a little bit, then I come back home and do this, and it's home, home, home. Everybody is trying to stick near the home. Now, for me, was different because I already worked from home. Everything I did was from the house, so it wasn't too much of a different stretch for me. But I did go out every now and then, but to not have that option was difficult. But nevertheless, you get through it and you keep moving. But 9 times out of 10, it was nerve-wracking. So whatever Cube decided to do for him and his family, that's his choice. He walked away from a lot of money. I don't know if they'll hang that over his head. But when people start making changes at the last minute because that wasn't what was agreed upon, and now they saying, hey, this is what it is, and he pull out of the entire film, that tells you how important it was to him. So, anyway, I'm out. Y'all tell me in the comment section what you think. My Cash App is Carcino. Thank everybody for the likes and the super chat. God bless.